Cari amici sportivi, welcome yet to another.
It's on fire. It's on fire.
We got fire
Everything's
over here.
on fire.
Everything's on fire. This is we're not professionals.
Nor do we pretend to be, guys.
StevieP, VinnyT, always faithfully here every for you guys every Tuesday afternoon across Europe. We're here where we talk everything Milan, Supercoppa Milan, fourth place Milan, and Steve. What was that? Yes, I guess we're going to be talking about that a bit later on with a special guest that we have, a Juventino. So we'll see what he's got to say about this whole game. Steve, thank you for dressing up warm. I'm in my, Hulkamania t-shirt. You're with scarf, hat,
Fucking
jacket.
freezing.
It's freezing. It's really cold out here, guys. We got hit by, 30 centimeters of snow. For our American friends, it's about 12 inches, because they're with that system over there. But I want to start off, guys. Steve, this week, maybe our prayers were answered. Maybe they weren't. We did not get presidential points this week.
No, we did not.
So, I want you to correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I assume. Presidente sent a little message out to everybody. And he saw it as like a late night 2 a.m. radio show where the guys, the Milan club members, they can call in and we can have a round table. Right away he saw his way out, right? But he's still sending us things to do. Here's the guest, everything. But just in case, Steve, I'm wrong, can you please put our wonderful listeners and viewers in perspective?
Yeah, so Presidente always ready for income tax season, as we all know. As is the fabulous accountant, number crunching man with the big, humongous rotisserie calculator that he has.
Rotisserie?
Yeah. Was in his basement.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he does most of his damage. And wearing... he's wearing a robe.
Okay.
He's wearing a robe, and income tax season is where he collects the big bucks, guys. Okay? The robe is cashmere.
Okay.
Okay? He bought this at La Stand.
This is like your Macy's for Italians, guys, here in Montreal. Okay.
It was on special.
Obviously.
$12.99. And also got a handkerchief.
That's real cashmere?
Yeah.
It's not bad, President.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to debate.
And he's number crunching, and he's looking through his financials. And guys, let me tell you, this guy has money. He has money. Okay? He's been wearing the same canotier for like 14 years because First Lady does not throw anything away.
A wife beater, ladies and gentlemen, a wife beater.
The canotier is still the same. It's gone down to see-through canotier, like 80s style, Rick Ashley and George Michael style canotiers, where you could see a little bit of the nippage because it's cold, minus 30, guys. So First Lady doesn't let him out. As he's crunching the numbers and he's looking at his RRSP. 401k in the States, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at RRSP, bang! 35%. Whoa!
Hey, not bad.
Baby! We're going to eat at La Stanza! All-you-can-eat buffet! 35%, everybody! 35%! I love you, baby. Get the kids.
Oh my God, he's going to be.
Kids eat for free. So he's thinking about La Stanza. He looks at his other RSP, tax-free savings account, because he has that too, of course.
Obviously.
Boom, 36%. Oh, baby, it's Marcello. Put on something nice tonight.
Oh my God.
And as he finishes with the tax-free savings account, Vinny, he says, you know what? I'm not going and take out the snow. Because I just made 35%, bang. 36%, bang. We're not taking out the snow. And because he was all offset with these humongous earnings this year, he said he completely forgot about the presidential points. And that's why he nasally sent out some messages through the Milan Club weekly... the Milan Club member chat, as everybody is shoveling our snow, as I've been shoveling for the past 3 days and never made 35% on anything. We got no presidential points, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing.
Which could be a blessing, guys.
Zero.
And thank you, Steve, for putting us in
We got
perspective.
cock.
And we did receive some messages. But before we get into our messages, guys, we got a special guest, right? We needed somebody. President at least went to get us a guest, right? So we're gonna call him right now. He's in the beautiful province of Ontario, right? His name is Rocco Fasano. You might know him from the Twitter machine, right? We're gonna call him right now. We're gonna see.
You called it the wrong phone. You called the wrong phone.
Oh, I called the wrong phone. Hold on a second. This one here.
Ooh. That's telling us that this call is long distance.
Vinny don't pay no long distance. I'm just saying.
Hello there.
Hello, is this the Juventino Rocco here on the line?
Speaking.
And he's even proud of it. Did you hear him? Did you
Very
hear him?
proud, very proud.
Guys, welcome. We have Rocco Fasano here from the beautiful country of Canada, the beautiful cold province of Ontario, a Juventino. And guess what we're going to be talking about today, Steve? But before we do, Rocco, this is the time where you get to plug yourself. Talk to us a little bit about you. What do you do? Do you like long walks on the beach? Just to go ahead and plug yourself.
Yeah, this is the part where your listeners move right through the podcast onto the next segment.
At least you know.
I'm all over social media, of course. Started on Twitter with my. You can follow me if you wish. I'm always looking for good people to interact with, and that's at Catenaccio, N-A, so Catenaccio, and the last two letters is N-A, like not applicable, or North America. You choose your words right there. But as of late, I've been doing a video every week, previewing the marquee match in Serie A, as well as recapping the last one, and at the end I give some of my predictions for some of those folks that are looking for some tips. I do pretty well. My gambling account is over $500 right now, but I'm not gonna make you any promises.
I guess.
unless I can make a cut.
Oh, I guess he just keeps on betting on Juventus, right?
Yeah.
It's mortgage the house on that one there.
And as I'm an avid listener and watcher of Game of the Week, I can understand why El Presidente wanted you on the phone and not on video. You're one physical specimen there, Rocco.
Well, he's we might have the face
This
for.
guy's ripped.
Oh, look at him. He's Cristiano Ronaldo over there, just in case. But okay, so enough putting over the Juventino.
I just need to lift my shirt at the next video and then just go zoom.
Look at this guy. Already he's starting. Okay, Rob. Okay, let's get directly into it, right? And we're gonna try to keep it as civil as possible. But okay, so I'm gonna start off. We had the Supercoppa. Wasn't maybe the greatest of games that we've seen, right? We've seen a lot better. But I'm gonna take one sentence that I saw and I read on I think it was milannews.it. Somebody had said, he goes, "We are far from debating that Juventus is the better team, but Milan did not deserve to lose in that way." Now, let's take it straight to the point, right? Because we're not going to talk about, they had a nice cross here, nice cross there. Where do you stand? Now try to put your humble hat on, right? And we're going to put our humble hats on too. We're going to talk about the Zapata thing. We're going to talk about everything. But how did you obviously I think we merited to win. You're always the better team, but where did you see this performance, and where do you stand on all this whole refereeing thing? Would it be the foul on Calabria or the foul from Enrechan at the end? Where do you stand on all of this as a true Juventino?
Well, to be honest, it's just the end game by Juventus where, all I gotta say is yawn. We have a corazata, as we say in town. We have a super strong, fast team. There's no way that we should have, and no offense to Milan, but this Milan with the Higuain issue that was happening, unfolding the hours that precede the match, Sousa list. Who I consider Sousa to be the best assistant, the best player. Let's say performing wise, right? He may not be the most talented, he may not be the highest scorer, but he's definitely the best player at Milan this season. Without him, anyway, and there's no way that we shouldn't be smashing, one or two, we struggle. We struggle, okay? And this is partly our fault, but you know what? Partly it's the merit of Milan, who I thought, was, pleasantly from a neutral standpoint, if I could put my neutral hat on, but pleasantly surprised to see Milan perform so well in this game, particularly in the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, right? It really looked like they wanted it more for a good time there, for a good period. In the first half, I think Szczesny missed the cross there, and that's probably as dangerous as it got, and maybe we started mucking around with some balls in the back. But, we had a few good shots there with Douglas Costa's shot going to the south side of the post, and, a couple closer calls. We could have put that one in. But in the second half, Milan looked like more like the other two teams to win in terms of gameplay until our goal. And shortly after, there was the Kessie red card, which completely destroyed the flow, destroyed the dynamic of everything and how the game was culminating.
Are these the kind of games, Rocco? Are these the kind of games? Would you say is that when they always say like on any given Sunday at NFL style that this could have been one of these games that you might have maybe outperformed the opponent, but you could have easily lost at 1-0. Was this kind of game? Now we go back to last year when we got destroyed 4-0, but this was up in the air. Was it not before the red card?
One game shot, or as my good friends who like cricket say, test match, you know what I mean? Just a one game thing, it can go either way because, as they say, the ball is round, right?
Yeah.
And despite the fact that, as I said, Milan was, without some of their better players, they pulled out a top performance, which is really credit, I think, to Gattuso. You can't take that away from him and from his coaching ability. And overall, if I could step back and just overall make an assessment as to how he's performing so far with AC Milan, are you guys now after this game week in fourth place? I haven't looked at the table, but I want to say you guys hooked back up. If you're not on top of last year, you're right up there in the.
We are 1 point ahead. Thank you very much for noticing.
Yeah.
And Rock, if you wanna, I think maybe you're a lot clearer when you're speaking directly into the receiver, because we are audio engineers here, and we have the equipment to see. But no, we are 1 point ahead. But let's get to the thick of things. Steve, I'm gonna ask you first, right?
Go.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna ask Steve first. Steve, forget the fact that it was a beautiful header. But was Cristiano Ronaldo offside? Yes or no?
Too close to call.
Yeah, an arm.
That's a goal. I have no problem with that.
I have no problem with that goal, and it almost Donnarumma almost actually having that one there. Rocco, you on the same path? It was not offside.
Trust me, even without my Juve hat on, I saw the part of his body that counts for scoring, which is anything but his arms, is what counts. So even if his arm was beyond, it doesn't matter. I think it was fairly adjudged a goal.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty fair to say. And look at that, we're being.
I love Milan Twitter though. Gotta love Milan Twitter.
Yeah,
Donnarumma should have had that.
Yeah, Donnarumma. Well, he got caught off guard, but it's definitely not an offside.
No kidding, he got caught off guard. He was in the 6.
I'm just saying. Okay, so we're both in agreement. We're being civil here that he was not offside. Okay, so we got that from over there. Now, let's try to understand, right? How is it that I got no problem double check. Steve, can you give us the signal for the VAR, please, just in case that. Okay, so VAR gets signaled. Kessie, yes, Yeah, it's okay. It's we've seen a lot worse, guys. Let's not kid
Okay,
ourselves.
we're sugarcoating it. It's a foul.
It's a foul.
It's just a foul. It's a yellow card. It's a foul. The game should have continued.
But studs up is not red.
It's a foul. It's a 1-game match. It's for a cup. It's a foul. Let's continue playing the game.
So why did he act like that against Calabria?
There's about 30 minutes later, 30 minutes before against Calabria, the exact same foul. He didn't even budge.
No, I think it was after.
After or whatever, it didn't even budge.
Yeah. So let me ask Rocco. Now, do you think that both fouls, if he's going to call a red card on Kessie, should he not have called that on Calabria? Which the Calabria one seemed a little bit more hurtful. I don't know.
You're talking about the foul that Matuidi did on Calabria about a minute before Kessie was expelled, correct?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So, my assessment, cold. While I was watching the game, you guys can be creepers, and all your followers can be creepers, and go up in my timeline and check it out. I wrote, I said Kessie was fairly sent off. I said, just like Matuidi should have been sent off. So I'm not just trying to be amicable. Now, I'll tell you something though. I did check out the assessment of a former referee who has a blog who looks at all the key happenings week in and week out, and he did an entire blog dedicated entirely to the Supercoppa final. And he did point out that the foul that Matuidi committed on Calabria should have been a yellow. He said it wasn't a yellow, should have been a yellow. And the one on Kessie is correctly a red. And I was confused by that. So I read up a little bit more. And he said the distinguishing factor was that Kessie's knee was locked. Like his leg was straight on and down onto the foot of Emre Can. While Matuidi's leg was bent. His knee was bent. I don't know why in their own head this makes sense.
Okay.
The former official.
Okay, hold on a second, Rock.
That might be the reason.
I'm not debating what you're saying right now, but you're telling me in the heat of a moment, the referee on the pitch would have saw, that leg was bent. And though I think what people have a problem with is that if you had no problem going to VAR, or somebody got into your ear and said, go to VAR.
Exactly.
Why, if this foul just happened a minute before, and thank you for clarifying, why is it that, it was so clear cut to him that is not VAR reviewable, but, just like the penalty, which now we're going to get into the non-penalty call, which, I don't know, it's just, I think...
But let's be fair here,
okay.
And before people are gonna think that we're crazy, I'm not giving 100% blame to the referee there, because someone's in his ear.
Yes.
Someone's in his ear. The referee who's taking care of the match is responsible for the match and is responsible for the flow of game of the game on the pitch.
That's right.
What I'm pissed off about, a lot of people are getting pissed off at the ref. The ref didn't make that call. That's what that's what pissed me off. He didn't make that call. He didn't make that call against Matuidi. He didn't make that call against Kessie. Someone went in his ear.
So why go in his ear?
Why go in his ear only for Kessie?
It's a 0-0. It's a 0-0 Super Copa match.
I enjoy social media, but I don't have that much time on my hands. You cannot get into an argument with everybody on what everybody's harping on the ref. The ref didn't make that call.
And
boys. The referee is now. I don't know how it works. I think in NFL and other sports, whoever's in the end, whoever's closer to where the play happens, they make the call. In soccer, the ref, even with VAR and all these additionals on the field, additionals in the VAR room, the centrality of the officiating is in the hands of the guy, of the main ref. It's his game. It doesn't, like all the other guys are just helpers, let's say. So what happened in that instance is that Guida, who was the ref in the VAR room, apparently signaled to to the head referee to say, hey, why don't you go have a look at this foul because it looks like something more serious. It looks like something you may want to take a look at. Up to you, your call at the end of the day. It's not a red I'm not calling it a red. You have to go call it a red if you deem it so. The one with Matuidi, I don't know why he didn't tell him to say go have a second look. Maybe was it Banti? He had a better visual because of where he was standing at the time, and he saw he got him, but boom, it wasn't that grave of a foul to brandish a straight red card. There was a foul that Alexandro in the first half. I think he caught the back heel with the bottom of his cleats of one of the Milan players. I can't remember which one. And again, I don't even know. I don't even know if Alexandro got a yellow for that even. Right. So it's not that every single foul where you get your studs on something is bad. I think what they really look at is that locked knee. So if your leg is completely straight and you're going with the heels up, then that's the thing.
I think it's very peculiar as a rule, especially as a Super Cup. It's just that what we've seen so much worse, right? And it hurts because we're not in that. Let's be honest, Iraq. We're not in the group that Juventus buys referees. Like, guys, come on, let's get serious here. It's like we're not. It's all fun and dandy. Like Juventus does not buy referees, guys. Whether the decisions sometimes go their way, but it's not like those guys in the back. Here's some money and we've gone through those fouls there. Where do you stand on because we're gonna get into the non-call, which I believe every blogger, ex-referee said there was a missed penalty. Zapata's arm, would you have called that a penalty? I don't it was very close to his body. I didn't see it as a penalty myself, but it's obviously easy for Juventino to come out. Well, how come they didn't call it Zapata? So it's back and forth bickering, right?
I'll tell you something. If I see a foul, I see Juventus play. I think to myself, I want no penalties. I don't want anything because I know the storm, that's going to come out after any kind of penalty like that, right?
Yeah.
To me, Zapata's arm, if it was tucked, even close to his body, I wouldn't even be like, that shouldn't even have been looked. There's no question. Now, to me it was a 50-50 call, but I'm happy that it wasn't given because I don't like games being conditioned by officials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was another touch that there's only one camera angle. With all the 1,000 cameras that we have in the field, there's only one camera angle from afar where Paqueta apparently does something to Ronaldo. I don't know. Either someone shot Ronaldo from the stands and he did a little pirouette and he fell, or Paqueta touched him. I don't know. But Ronaldo's a professional. He knows how to embellish if he can. He's not as much as a diver, I want to say, as much as a diver as I had him or as I remember him before. It might be that I'm seeing things through my black and white colored glasses now, right? I'll admit it. Right? That could be a possibility.
That's just fine, yeah.
But you know what? I don't like games being decided by crap like that. So you know what? Just play on. Unless someone comes out with an AK-47 and he mows down a Juve player in the box, that it's so clear as day. No, like a 50-50 call in the box. I don't want penalties for you. Even the penalty that was given today, where there was an arm by the same guy who scored the own goal, by the way, for the 2-2 in the reverse match in Kiev. You got I wasn't happy about that. Could it have been given? Yes. I don't want the 50-50 ones. Give me just the ones where it's 100% clear as day. The rest, I don't want them because, honest. You guys are fans of a big storied side. I'm a fan of a big storied side. We know that any given Sunday, any given Serie A week, if we're playing a team that is of lesser glory, we're likely to get the little, the little push when our guy gives a little push to the back. They look the other way. They chalk it up to, it was an experienced play, in quote, that kind of crap. And I don't like it. You know what I mean? We get enough little favors here and there. It's the small things. It's the missed yellow. It's the, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with no penalty on Ronaldo from Paqueta. I'm okay with the non-call on Zapata.
And so let's just beautifully finish it off, right, Steve, with the non-call, non-penalty. So, Steve, you've watched the game, right? Where do you stand on, it doesn't look like he really took him out. It just looked like he infringed him on his way to the goal. Did he have a clear cut? Everybody coming out and saying that to them it was a missed call. Where do you stand on this one? With the humblest hat you can possibly put on?
It's a missed call. It's a missed call, and you could try to spin it whatever way you want, guys. We've seen penalties where striker back to goal, heading the complete opposite way of the net, gets fouled in the box and gets a penalty. Now here, he took him out.
He took him out. He took him out.
He took him out. What pisses me off even more is that they didn't review it.
Which I think was for me, at first glance, I think should have been a reviewable call, because from all the different angles, do you see he's getting the ball? Is he getting the ball? Is he getting this? But I think after reviewing, I think even you, Rocco, you must admit that it was a missed call.
I think that I was disappointed. I was surprised. I was surprised that Banti did not review the call, especially with Guida, who both Banti and Guida, by the way, have a fairly laissez-faire attitude towards penalty shot, awarding penalty shot. Okay, I recall Guida in one of his first years in Serie A, there was a wide open arm by a Genoa player on a cross from the side by Juve, and Conte just went ballistic. Conte was coaching us that, and Guida was the ref. Guida of Torre Annunziata, by the way. So he's from in and around Naples, the Naples area. So don't think that he would if anyone out there who kind of questions the faith of referees, this guy here is a Napoli fan, but for all intents and purposes, as far as we know, right? So he could have called. He could have said, he's a VAR ref. He should have said, hey, Banti, buddy, go have a look at this thing right here. I mean, it's kind of clear. Like, it's not like, hey, this thing happened while I was looking over there. Like, the ball was right there, right? So the one thing for me is that call should have been reviewed. To this day, I don't know why it wasn't reviewed. Again, the only thing I would chalk it up to is that Banti saw something that we didn't. Maybe he saw the slight little 1 second tug that Conte had on Emre Can's thing, and he saw it as two guys going for the ball. Conte jumped a little bit right before, okay, and then when he landed, Emre Can did touch him. There was contact in the box. There's no question. Okay, so I will leave it up to you. I think, shit. If they gave us a penalty at the 97th minute against you guys a couple of years ago for that silly handball, I think it was the Milan or something. This is a bigger penalty than that. So, more than number one, it's inexplicably not reviewed, and the only thing I can chalk it up to is Banti's reluctancy to award penalty shots in general, one, and two, to consult VAR, because it's been documented in previous in the history of Banti's officiating that he's someone who kind of turns his nose to VAR. He's more of like an old style kind of guy.
And so basically, what we've deducted here, guys, is that Juventus paid the referees with big envelopes of money, and this is the explanation that we get. This is the way we try. No, but I think, guys, we're all on the same. We're on the same page that inexplicably not like you're hearing it from a Juventino right now saying, like, he's not saying that it is or it is not, but it should have got reviewed. We're one man down. We're trying to make it up. It would have been maybe a nice finish. Who knows? Probably maybe lost in penalties. Who knows? But it's a one every game. But
Rocco said it then. For me, what frustrated me the most is the ref and the VAR refs. Let's put them all in the same category. Let's call them all refs. Played a factor in this game where they didn't need to.
yeah,
The game could have easily finished 1-0. I wouldn't have cared less.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you. I would have been pissed off that they lost, yes. But all these different little scenarios and different things, like he can't be subjective to what he saw and what he did not see. So he saw the tug from Conte, but didn't see him get taken out by his legs. So if you can't make a judgment call on what the foul is or is not, then go to VAR.
yeah.
Then someone says go to VAR.
It's just frustrating to just at least give us an explanation why. Guys, it's easy for us to talk, but they're professional referees. They've been doing this for years. Just explain to us, or have like a director, a Colina kind of guy to go come down on these refs and maybe punish them and say, dude, you screwed up on this one, right? You blew a call, and you're gonna take 2 games. You're gonna sit down. Enough.
Where did Banti officiate this weekend? I don't know. I'd be curious to see. Maybe they did give him a knee. Who knows? Maybe they sent him down to B, or maybe they rotate him. And sometimes they rotate these guys out anyway.
They should have sent him to Localiste. That's what they have to send him to.
To where?
Localiste. The eye doctor.
Yeah. Hakeem Optical. You guys got sponsors?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we
For
should
this
get.
show?
But I heard that.
Let me. You guys are the host, but let me ask you a question as a guest.
Oh, reversing the table.
Sometimes they come over, they ask you where the washroom is.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. You guys are strong of your 7 Champions Leagues, 7 times lifting, the most prestigious trophy
Maybe that
in
again.
club in soccer history.
That's right.
The hardest to win. Harder than Euro, harder than the World Cup. Yeah, okay, World Cup has more fanfare and more reach. But, the where the Champions League, where the best soccer's played, where the best football's played. Do you guys really give a shit about Supercopa?
No, I don't, and I knew that this some question was going to come to me about that. I don't. What I do give a crap about is the way this game looks towards the world. We, as fans of Milan, Juventus, and all these, we know that it's not perfect.
Steve,
right?
you did say that not that you didn't give a shit, but it would have been a trophy.
No,
The trophy
it's
would have
still
been
a trophy.
It would have
It's
been.
gonna be a trophy. It's still a trophy. The thing is that not that I don't care that I won. I don't care if I win or lose. I care the way Calcio is perceived by others.
That's beautiful.
This game here, this Supercoppa, whether you care about it or whether you don't care about it, was perceived as a joke.
Good.
Our rules and our system that we implemented, we said, you know what, we're going to start with VAR, is still not perfected. And it's showing up in cup games, whether they're important or not. It's showing up in cup games. It's showing up in league games where, it's going to make a difference to that Genoa or to that Spal, whether they go down or they stay up. That's what pisses me off. There's no consistency. And you know what? Rocco is a good advocate of it. Alex, someone who was on our show last week, who's a fan of Chelsea and now is with David Amoyal on their podcast and taking a liking to Serie A. People get fed up with this stuff. I'm personally fed up of it because you cannot have a referee play a significant factor in a game. It's not just if it's not equally called down the line and the tools to his disposal are not used equally for both sides, it will be speculated, it will be ridiculed, and your league will suffer. That's what I'm pissed off about. I don't care about the Supercopa in terms of whether we would have won or lost, because that's a football game. What I care about is how Calcio was perceived after this game. I bet you we don't probably follow them, but the other leagues were laughing.
Instead
They
of
were
having-
laughing. And I have to have these stupid Premier League guys who try to tell me that their league is the best, where they can't even play soccer for 25 minutes. They kick the ball up and down the field and run around.
And instead of having like a wonderful game with a Cristiano Ronaldo header,
And it ends there. Even if it ended there, I would have been happy.
And now you have the ridicule of Serie A, and unfortunately, people will judge you without seeing him. They're going to judge you from all these calls, right? And all the banter on social media. But thank you for asking us that question. But no, definitely, I think the trophy for us would have meant a bit more on paper than you guys. It's still a trophy for you guys as well, right? The first one for...
Definitely, no, definitely. And you know what, I mean, you want to, at any opportunity, you want to have you want to lift a trophy up, especially if it's an official trophy. The Coppa Italia is a minor trophy. The Supercoppa is a dwarf trophy, okay? It's in the planetary system of trophies, you know. The Champions League is the sun or Jupiter, and you know everything else. You know the Scudetto and the Premiership and the La Liga title.
Socrates.
Those are major planets, but they're not the biggest prize, right? To be honest, I mean, here's another. If I can ask a second question, this is like we're on another floor. I'm going to ask you where the other washroom is. Do you guys think that the team that wins the Scudetto and the Coppa Italia should even be playing the Supercoppa, considering how the fact that the Supercoppa, as I argued, is like a dwarf cup?
If they use it properly, yes. Like,
right.
They went to Saudi Arabia for the money, right? So they wanted to, they wanted to cash in for the money. If they would put on a little bit of their thinking cap and say, you know what, let's go to a country where, you know what, we're gonna try to build a fan base there, whether we like it or not. And no offense to anybody who's from Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure you guys love Juve and love Milan. They did not come there for you. Let's face it. They came there for the money. There was a boatload of money given to both Juve and Milan and the Serie A to play that game there. That's it. That stops there. Try to prove me wrong. You'll send me any kind of stat. It just didn't work. It didn't work politically. It didn't work emotionally for the Italians. The Italians wanted to be played in Rome. Let's face it, guys. They want their Super Cup played in the capital of Italy.
Make it matter.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I went to that game. I went to Juve Milan in New York City.
2003.
That was a festival of soccer. It was not a cash grab. I don't know if they made money. I don't know if they liked it. But that was a festival, guys. I had the time of my life, and that's the first time that I saw Milan play. They lost, and I was still happy. Imagine that. I was still happy because I got to see an actual real soccer game. Not a friendly, not where I'm going to see guys from La Primavera who might not be with the team when it starts. I saw a real game.
And it comes down to, guys, even though we keep on saying it, even though it hurts to say, guys, it's a business nowadays, and they're gonna go where the money is, but put your priorities straight.
But that's not true. That's not true, and I'm gonna correct you on that because the EPL, if they wanted, they could have signed with anybody else. They went and they made a strategic move to sign with NBC and build a platform for their game in the U.S.
But how are you going to compare now? Like, where else did you want? They're already over the whole world. They're over, right?
I don't think they're over. I don't think they're over. They could have chose anywhere they wanted.
Manchester United, Chelsea, they're one of the top 5 most popular teams in the world.
In the world.
The Asian market.
And where did they want to go?
But before we get carried away, because we're already on 40 minutes, so we still got questions to go through. But I do want to take the time to thank Mr. Rock, and I like that he asked us questions.
That's why Presidente picked him. Put him
yes, there we go. But Rock, before we let you go, first and foremost, thank you very much for having your humble hat on and admitting that you guys took money from the referees. We appreciate that. If you want,
I did not say that.
I don't know. I think we should play it back over there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like a fake voice over. If you just want to give us again your plugins, where we can find you, and where we can read your opinions and thoughts on the internet.
All right, I want every single one of your people listening to go to search on YouTube or on Google Serie A Game of the Week, Rocco, Fasano, all those words, and you'll find me. If they can give me a like, I appreciate that. If they give me a follow, a subscription, and hit the bell, I'm more than happy. If they don't like the way my face looks, they can also follow the same thing, that is Serie A Game of the Week on SoundCloud. And I just wanted to plug in, actually, I'm not going to plug myself, but I want to, besides that, I'm not going to plug myself again on Twitter, but I want to shout out a good friend of mine, Maurizio, who runs the AC Milan club here in Toronto. And I don't want to come off as a closet case Milan fan here, because I think, the humble ad and everything, and now I'm plugging Milan, Toronto. I don't know what the hell's going on. But you know what? There's a big rivalry between Toronto and Montreal. So I figure I gotta plug in my brother from Toronto, who runs the same Milan club, and who's a brother of yours as a Milanista.
Yes,
so
yes.
There's a lot of good work around here, and if you guys don't know about the Maurizio from AC Milan, Toronto, you guys really are, and you're in Toronto, and especially in North End, you're missing out on a lot of fun pub get-togethers during games. You've got giveaways and raffles. I've been to a few games as a double agent, spying on Milanisti.
Obviously.
But he does good things.
Yeah,
so, he's a good guy.
He's good people. Maurizio, I know Steve, you met him face to face a couple of weeks ago.
Very nice.
Even one of the members from the Milan Worldwide that sent us some money for a toy and food drive from the Milan Club Toronto last December. Top notch guys. So guys, once again, check him out on the YouTube machine. He's on the Twitter, and if you don't like his face or his chiseled body, Greek, that's what you were calling him there before, you can listen to him on SoundCloud. And once again, Rocco, thank you very much, and hopefully you guys don't get any more snow the way we're getting in a couple of days.
Thank you very much. You guys stay warm out there in Montreal.
Have a good one, buddy.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao. Would you look at that, Steve?
What a good guest.
We have an honest Juventino.
Yeah.
But I think Steve, I think we could all agree. I think we're all on the same, without being mad and those mad on the Twitter machine or whatever. Is that I think we thought the exact same way. Where it's even him to admit it, he's like, I'm not saying it was or wasn't. It's just the fact that they didn't call him. Like, why? It was just, and I go back to that first sentence, is that we are not debating that Juve is the better team. Milan definitely did not deserve to go down like that.
But this is just an example of what I was trying to say. We spoke 40 minutes with Rocco about the Supercoppa, only about the incidents that affected the game negatively by the ref.
It's true. We didn't talk
about Cutrone hitting the post, Paquetá showing a little bit of thing.
Fantastic,
Juve having their game. It's all lost with these episodes like this. This is the frustrating part for me, and my personal opinion. That's what I was frustrated. The Milan Club chat room was on fire. I think things were heating up in there as well. And now we fast forward, and I eliminated the stupid Supercoppa from my memory, and we will go to today's game against Genoa.
I think you put it perfectly there, Steve. Perfectively. Is that we're not talking about the good things.
No.
And 40 minutes talking with a damn Juventino.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's the only thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, this might have happened to Ronaldo. And maybe Zapata's hand was a bit off, or maybe Conte, and maybe his leg was at a 45-degree angle.
It takes away from the beautiful game.
It's ridiculous. And you know what? I think both Juventus and Milan fans were the ones that were robbed from something that could have been great. And Steve, honestly, I believe that everybody would be on your side. That if it would have ended 1-0 from that Cristiano Ronaldo, and guys, please. He wasn't offside, guys. Come on, no. It was a beautiful goal, right? Donnarumma, okay, he was there. Guys, it's the best striker in the world, right? And Donnarumma, if you didn't notice today, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have not won this game. He's the one that kept us in this game Forza Milan today.
Yeah.
I don't know how he came up from Paqueta. You can just see I know this first half was...
Sombrero today. Sombrero.
Did you see that? Very nice. I don't think... and, please, Steve, can you please let the internet know, in case they didn't see, who scored the first goal?
Borini.
How did you say that?
Borini.
Capitan Futuro, Fabio Borini. But hey, it worked.
But there was a lot of negatives in this game.
Oh my God. I was watching and it's like at one point that... if it wasn't for Donnarumma, Steve.
He made some good saves, and we were just very weak in the midfield again, and leaving our center backs on a silver platter for these guys. And this is Genoa, guys. So,
yeah, Bakayoko, another stellar performance. Paqueta, give him some more. If this is what he's been doing after 3 games, like I said, he came together on the second half. Cutrone, maybe a bit less pressure. He's yet to be sold Higuain, but everybody's just waiting. Supposedly Piatek is on his way to Milan tomorrow per le visite mediche, and it's just been such a soap opera, guys. I'm
just waiting to see the deal.
Exactly.
I want to know the final deal.
Supposedly we're getting like a rebate on Bakayoko with Higuain. There's going to be some sort of mathematical formula that's going to come out on this. Right now, we only have Adriano that sent us a voice note. He's from the Calcio guys.
Yeah.
You know, even himself, a couple of students over there at the they go to school, not like us.
No.
But they do a little YouTube thing. You want to see what he says? Maybe he has a question over here. Let's see over here. What is he saying?
Yeah, press play, buddy.
Oh, okay.
What's up, guys? Adriano here. Proud Milan Club Montreal member. As Presidente Marcello stated, it's therapy night over here at the Milan Weekly Pod. Where do I begin with our beloved Milan? It's tough to watch sometimes with this team. You expect so much, but you get so little. And it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. But you know what? We continue watching. We continue, trying to eke out wins where we can and try to pick as many points as we can. And for me personally, an issue, it's mentality. From players, coaches, the way we attack games, the way we go into games, and it just doesn't work sometimes. And the mentality isn't there, I find, and. I think that's something that it needs to be worked on, and needs to have everybody in check, because it could make you or break you. So I hate when we go into games and it's like we allow pressure. We don't apply any pressure. We're just kind of sitting back and taking a beating sometimes, and it's like, why can't we go out and do that? So that's kind of. I think most fans probably see and probably feel, but it definitely needs to be something that's worked on. Our attack is another thing that is kind of wishy-washy. Seeing that this whole Higuain saga, it's, as Steve mentioned last week, a soap opera. With this whole Higuain saga, seeing that he might be out the door, and maybe Piontek there coming from Genoa as a replacement for him. Do you guys see him, being maybe that missing link to help, Milan be better, I guess you could say, in the final third? Because as you guys know, as anybody that's listening knows, we're horrible in the final third, and what this podcast has stated it many times, and I'm pretty sure any source out there will definitely tell you, we're horrible. It comes down to that, and I definitely think that Piontek can help, and I was wondering what you guys obviously thought, and if you guys can elaborate on that. So that's pretty much my take on, or my little vent, I guess you can say, about our beloved Milan. Anybody who is listening, watching, whatever you guys are doing, make sure to follow these guys. Milan Weekly Pod. They're 2 great guys, and definitely keep your ears peeled for this great podcast, and wishing them nothing but the best, and hopefully this can continue on. So definitely tune in every week for your Milan Weekly Pod and your Milan Fix. Thank you. Ciao.
What a young
great
blood.
kid.
That's young blood, guys. Young blood.
Great.
Listens to the podcast. He knows mentality.
He's been in,
manager expectations. Terrible in the final third. Lacking in the midfield.
But aren't we repeating ourselves, Steve?
Yeah, it's just...
hearing Gattuso say, like, this is the worst training session I've ever been, the boys are not into it. I can get it. Once in a while, you get an off day, but guys, they're professionals.
Yeah.
We're not professionals. They're
They're
professionals.
professionals.
So, if Higuain was able to be a professional and stay training and keep a smile on and talk because he was professional about it, right?
Yeah.
Besides the point that, the guy, after whatever, couple months, he wants to leave. That's besides the point. But now, to his question, yes, mentality is a problem, but we keep on repeating yourself. Piatek, Steve, can we see it as maybe him and Cutrone with no pressure of an Higuain?
It's a gamble.
It is a gamble, guys.
It's a gamble.
Is
It's
it
a $35 million gamble.
So far so good for Paqueta. Seems to be an okay gamble. So far so good, right? It's only been 3 games.
We cannot. There's probably a handful of people that have followed this guy throughout his career. I'll be very honest with you. Give credit to Genoa turning a $4 million buy to a $35 million resale. If it was even $4 million, I think I'm just shooting numbers out there. Has had a fantastic first half of the season. There was a good article where they were talking about where he scored these goals and how he scored these goals and how he simmered off a bit. I hope that doesn't continue. He seems to be different than Cutrone, I find. My personal opinion, I find him different.
Okay, so what do you say to this though? Let's say a Juventus, a Napoli, a Roma will play Genoa a different way that they will play Milan. Are we agreeing on that?
Not necessarily.
But it's just that whole story of a guy scoring all kinds on a different team, right? He's in maybe a different type of pressure. Now he's coming to a team that needs. By the way, it was Alex that said that. I said send a voice note now. It just becomes to now he's going to be in a team that needs to finish fourth. We've discussed this before. There's no other.
Yeah, he's not battling for relegation anymore. The pressure of the jersey is completely different. I get that. Again. We'll see in terms of professionalism how he reacts to that pressure. The 9 now. Now that Higuain is gone, that 9 needs to go to Cutrone. My personal opinion. He's been there longer. He wears 63. I don't think he chose 63. I think 6 plus 3 equals 9. We got to give him that 9.
He didn't go to school.
He's going to have to take another numbered jersey, which actually I don't mind, to be very honest with you.
So, what would you do? You would give 9 to Cutrone?
I would give 9 to Cutrone and he selects another number.
I don't have a problem with that. Before we get our last audio clip, because everybody, pussied out because they don't want to call, and then Tommy doesn't do voice, he only does calls. So we're gonna keep him for next week, Tommy, because he likes to. Saturday we got
Napoli.
I won't be able to make it to the game, unfortunately. We got the gala at work, and I gotta go over there, work, and then I gotta go over there. But I'm gonna be watching. Steve,
Gala.
What do you predict against Napoli?
Napoli is playing Milan at home.
Napoli cannot afford to drop points.
No?
Yes, it's San Siro.
San Siro. We're playing at home.
Yeah.
I don't know. Napoli's been looking pretty. I would not say good. I would say depends which Napoli shows up.
But they can't afford to lose.
They were missing a lot of players this week, and they showed up, right?
They showed up.
Milik, the other Polish striker, seems like he's been getting in gear. Looks like they're gonna get Lorenzino back too.
Oh.
It's gonna be a real tough match for Milan. I would like to come out of there with a draw. I will be happy with a 1-1 draw.
We're gonna finish it off with our Milan club member Alex. And Alex,
put us into perspective about Alex. This he's interesting. I love this.
Alex, you gotta love the guy. Alex is there in the group to make sure, right, that God forbid you don't have the internet.
Just in case.
Just in case. Alex is gonna send you all the posts of Milan news, and he puts them in Italian. Now we have, Mezzi, we have Khalil, we have
non-Italian speaking.
We have Abraham, non-Italian speaking. So the other time, I'm like, hey guys, I know we gotta, if we can keep it in English, And the guy's like, and he's like, oh, thanks, I've been using Google Translate.
So now
But
he
for
sends
Alex,
him twice.
but Alex, he doesn't listen to it. Alex just said, hey, you know what? Use Google Translate, but you know, he's always entertaining. Keeps us appraised of news. And what about my take this week? Look at Tommy. Look at Tommy. We have no time, guys. We're already an hour in. Let's
Call. Give him a call. Give him a call.
Huh? Let's do this voice note first.
Hey guys, this is Alex. Sorry for the delay. My kid is still awake, not feeling good before. But to get to our AC Milan is, as I already told Steve in the past, I would like to see our players to give pressure, you know, to the opponent. Like to be, you know, the other players. After, like, I remember, like, Saki, the way we were playing, you know, giving pressure is the best way to get the ball. Like, many times, like, we don't give enough pressure. And another thing that I was looking at is that we had, like, more points. We did more points at home, but not enough away. So we have to improve those points away because we have teams like Atalanta or like the other one I was looking before, like Parma, okay? So we have Juventus with 25 points, Napoli with 18, Inter with 17, Atalanta with 17, Parma with 15, and then we are at the 6th position with 14. We have to improve this if we really want to reach the 4th position. Atalanta is coming out like really strong.
He's into numbers like with
This one are my main 2 points.
Those were his main 2. Hey guys, as we're reading this, he's sending us the post, you know, with the points and everything.
Bang, we're getting
he's like, Alex is like our own, with that accent, because he's straight from the motherland, he's like our own Tancredi Palmieri, but not of that quality because he's a bit special. But, you know, to each their own, which he still owes us because he was supposed to come on. But anyways, thank you, Alex, for that. But we didn't get any. We
have no Tommy time.
You know what? We need
some Tommy.
Because, you know, Adriano's very nice, right? Very, very, guys, this is what I'm feeling. Alex comes out with the crunching of the numbers, the away goals, this and that, which is right. But
itch on my leg. I feel better.
You're going to ask a question. You need to rile him up somehow.
Live, folks, live.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Tommy Stick.
Yeah, you see, like, we needed to, because, you know, we had a couple of good voice notes, but we needed something with, you know, with a bit more anger, a bit more, you know, and obviously, who else can we close off the show with Tommy? Now, Steve, do you have a specific question for Tommy? No specific... Tommy, you know what? I don't even have a question for you. I just want you to...
No, I just want to say one thing. It's una vergogna. The way, like, Juventus won the Italian Super Cup with help from a referee. When everybody was saying Juventus was going to win the Italian Super Cup, hands down. But what hands down?
Well,
They needed a referee like Banfi to go and give a red card to Kessie, which really, and anybody that saw the game, that wasn't a red card.
but we got to explain. We got to explain. We got to explain to Tommy that our Juventino guest before you guys came on, that it's because of the angle of his leg. That if his
knee was
leg...
locked.
Angle of his leg. Let me tell you something. Then when he whistled Cutrone on an offside that was inexistent, that's the angle. Conte that was tripped in the yard box was because of the angle.
But Conte, there was a tug on the shirt. Tug on the shirt.
The second time. The first time last year, he made Napoli lose the Scudetto to Juventus, and this year he did it to Milan. I hope FIFA looks at him and actually bans him for refereeing. This guy's a disgrace to Italian soccer.
But they're saying that he's the best referee in Italy. He's the best referee in Italy.
Who's better than him in Italy?
No, he's the best referee in Italy.
That's what they're saying.
Rocky's the best referee. That's what they say.
But in
That's what they say. But anyways.
the end, Tommy, we're
The end is this. They shouldn't have won. Like, that game should have easily went to penalties, or even more that. We don't know, because they whistled Coutone offside. But Coutone was not offside. He was going to be alone in front of the goalie. Maybe he would have scored. And if he was going to give that penalty to Conti, which everybody saw, that was a really like a 99%, that was a penalty. Who knows? Maybe the tables were going to be turned.
who knows exactly.
One thing, a team, like Sacchi used to say, una squadra che è squadra in Italia deve essere anche una squadra all'estero.
So for our
And let me tell you that Juventus is not, no matter what. And even Allegri says that VinnyT para he's nothing. Allegri is nothing. Between me and you, I don't like him where he was in Milan, and I don't like him today because his style is retro. It's finito. His style is finished.
and guys, this is exactly how we wanted to finish this. Thank you, Tommy, for taking the time, for answering the phone at this late hour of the night, and giving.
But the only thing I would say is Forza Milan, and that the aggressiveness that they have today, what I've seen today, that's the way they're supposed to be. They just came up, and you know what? They don't need Higuain. Higuain is, even it just came out even, what was it, 2-3 days ago, that he didn't want to play with us even since September. So we don't need guys, tramontati, finiti, Fentunen. We don't need those people. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. We don't need them. We need players, young players that want to play for Milan, that want to play for the colors of red and black.
Well,
It's pride.
thank you very much. You've heard it here. Thank you very much, Tommy. You have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll talk soon.
You guys too. Thank you.
Ciao.
Brioche of the week.
It's just, I love it how we're like trying to be all proper, yeah, the call and the this, and then those referees. We should have had Tommy and Rocco there at the same time. Let's finish it off. Indigestion of the week, Steve.
VAR, Coppa Italia, the ref.
I think we're all
Automatic.
on the same I think we're all on the same page on that. And your feel good moment, Il Brioche of the week.
Romagnoli's post-match comments after the Supercoppa, where he laid it out. He wasn't generic. He really said it from the heart. Everything he said was truthful. Basically saying, you know what, it has to be equal on both sides. I can't be a captain, and every foul that happens to my team we're carded for, and I can't go and speak with the ref, because if I speak with the ref, I'm going to get carded. He also got suspended for that game for foul language. But after all that, the league, after seeing what this ref caused in that game, still went ahead and suspended Gattuso, Romagnoli. Come on.
And the feel good was for me just seeing Gattuso today. Like you could just see like the struggle he was going through. It just to like he's one of us, right? He just felt like one of us today, and I really like this. And the feel good, honestly, guys, today, Fabio Borini. Not forget Fabio Borini on a serious note, guys. A 2-0 win where it didn't look like we were going anywhere in this game today. Guys, it's been over an hour, and to you guys on YouTube, thanks for your comments. Let us know if the audio was better today. I am getting a speaker coming in for next week. It's going to be directly over there. You're going to hear everything. Ovunque sempre.
Forza Milan.
Ciao.